kebab. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good.
You're always so hyperbolically violent. You need therapy.
Die, Nazi.
He's not a Nazi, GI.
Oh, okay. Shish kebab. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good.
You're always so hyperbolically violent. You need therapy.
Die, Nazi.
He's not a Nazi, GI.
Oh, okay.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Superlair. We are here for the finale, episode 8 of The Penguin. I could not be more hyped. Of course, joining me, my brother from another mother, here to experience the end, JG Shaolin, terrific. How you doing today, man?
Someone's gonna die.
Oh, come on. We're just starting up the stream, man. Come on now.
I'm starting
We got
out
it out.
gloomy
got
and
like-
dark.
Yeah, we got like an hour plus episode finale here. We're gonna be feasting. Any you know what? Before we get into the Penguin, we will talk about this after we wrap up our after party discussion. But James Gunn has just dropped the first footage for Peacemaker season 2. Hype. I was not expecting it at all. But it makes sense that they would like play it before we go into the Penguin episode just to tease the future 2025. It's not a lot, but we will just look at it and talk about it. But it's very exciting to see it in motion. But regarding the Penguin man, you say someone's gonna die. I think it's gonna be Francis. I think it's gonna be the mother. Vic, I don't want to think about it right now. But we will see. Apparently, the reviews for this final episode are glowing. They say they stick the landing. People who've seen it said see it as soon as possible because there are going to be some spoilers. So I'm like, yeah, man, we're getting into the Batman Part 2. We're going to see the setup here. I'm super excited for it. Finale and Peacemaker, we winning. Yes. This awesome add-on to tonight's Penguin episode is Peacemaker footage. Can't wait to see how this 10 out of 10 show will end and lead into the Batman Part 2. Yeah, man, I'm I'm here for the ride, man. It's been a phenomenal show. Just in character work, writing, performances, it's all been top tier and prestige. I definitely think this will stick the landing. This is just HBO. This is just how we play over here. And I can't believe it's over, dude. I can't believe it. It's been a fantastic series of live streams reacting to the Penguin show with you. And it's gonna end tonight. So we are about a minute away. Cannot wait. Any final things going into this, man?
Francis she has to die. She just has to.
She has to.
Vic, I'm gonna follow my sword and say Vic's probably gonna get the X2. It don't look like it's gonna happen, but I started out saying it. I'm gonna end saying it. Do we get maybe I don't know, maybe Easter egg or something, or like the villain for the next Batman movie? Maybe in this finale. I don't know. We know it's gonna be winter setting. Is it Freeze? Who is it? Who knows? Is it Hush? Its possibilities are endless. And what Gunn is doing with this universe is what should have been done in DC. Keep it going, because you heard about the Joker stuff that's coming. Maybe some more villain series coming out. Who knows? But Gunn, Reeves, they're keeping us full of all these things that's great within the Batman universe, a grounded Batman universe. And we still have the Fantastica universe coming too, so I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, that Joker series was debunked by James Gunn himself.
Oh, you jerk.
Which shattered my heart. I was like, that is a brilliant idea. I made a video for it. I deleted that thing. That thing's not even relevant anymore. I was so bummed, bro. I was like, I mean, it doesn't mean. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not mad about that because I'm not Joker fatigued, but his Joker's been it's almost like the Lex Luthor. We've seen it so much, like we want somebody else.
That's fair. I'll never have Joker like oversaturation or fatigue just because I love the Joker. Who doesn't? And it could be word salad in terms of like it's not a Joker-centric show, but Joker will be involved. That's what that could mean. And maybe they are developing that spinoff, and it is like we've talked about week to week, like that Harvey Dent legal procedural that they may be cooking up. We know they are working on the other spinoff. So we'll see. I'm very excited, for what's to come in this universe. But guess what just dropped? The
Let's
finale, baby.
go.
Oh boy. Let us set this up. All right, sending you the teleparty link now.
Mm-hmm.
An hour and 16 minutes, dude. Feasting. That is what I'm talking about.
Click loading, join party, redirecting. And I am in.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. All right, guys, let us get into the final episode of The Penguin.
That was great. I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
She knows.
Mm. Oh boy. Oh my God.
Wow. And I said that
Man,
last episode.
you could tell by the look in his eye, man. I like that a lot. You had the
Mhm.
younger actress, now you got the older one. That's great.
Now I wonder if Oswald ever knew that his mom knew about him.
It's a good question. Oh, it's so good.
See, now the
That's
scene is totally
crazy.
different now that we know that she knew that he killed
Yeah,
him. It's hits different.
so crazy.
Mm.
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 Uh-oh. Yeah, he's fully bought into it. He's fully Team
Mhm.
Oz. He's owned it. Oh,
Mm.
he's like, yeah, take that. Everything you said was true. Forget about it. Take that. Oh man. No, bro. Oh.
Oh,
Oh my god.
so that answers my question earlier.
Oh my god. No. Oh, come on, man.
Mm. Ooh.
Man.
Mm.
Oh my
Oh
lord.
God.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. All right.
Oh, she
Uh,
goes, stab an eye, stab an eye, do the eye.
oh, you think? Oh, that'd be crazy. Man. There it is.
Oh,
Ooh, Oz, I see you.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Ooh, that was nice. Hmm. Taking charge. I like it. Hmm.
Wow. They're all there.
Wow. Hmm. This is bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is not looking good. Oh no.
Mm.
Interesting. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Real, is she gonna cameo?
Could be. Or it could be just an Easter egg that's sitting there just to get us speculating.
Mhm. So good.
Mm. That guy's too smart, bro. Mm.
Mm. Get his top hat. Get his drip. I want to
Yep.
see
Yeah,
it.
let's go.
Clean him
Let's
up, bro.
go.
Let's get it. Ah, there she is.
Mm-hmm. Still got the sling. Burn it up.
Yeah, they could totally remodel. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it'll be pile of ashes, but, oh god, there's Vic. There he is.
Hmm. Something's up.
The king. The goat. The goat. Hell yeah. It's crazy. Vic is fully that guy, dude.
Hmm.
So I love this show so much. I can't.
Mm.
How does this end, man? We still got like 25, 30 minutes left.
Dude,
Hmm. Worth a try. Mm.
Mm.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh. I think I know what's about to happen.
Immediately pulls out the gun. I mean, kinda you too, Oz, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep. There we go.
Mhm.
Dude, that cinematography, bro. Look at that.
Ooh, so good, dude.
Yeah, I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew it. I
Oh.
freaking knew it, bro.
You gotta give the people a face.
Mhm.
Gotta give them a name.
Somebody's gotta go to jail.
Mm. I don't see how she's trying to live in that prison again. She might just like kill
She's
herself,
trying to off
honestly.
herself.
Like honestly, I don't know why she would put herself through that.
Oh no.
She's at that point. It's time.
See, if my mind goes for my body.
It's heartbreaking.
Mm.
Oh man. He's getting that Emmy, bro. He's getting that Emmy.
Mhm. She's blinked.
Man,
That's a lot, man.
it's a lot to take in. Hmm. Hmm.
I'm not liking this right now.
My heart is racing. I don't. I. I don't like this at all. Oh Jesus
Oh,
Christ! Oh Jesus Christ! No! Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
I
Fuck!
knew
Oh
it. I told
no!
you he was gonna.
No!
I told you he was gonna do it.
No!
Yes, yes, I was right from the beginning.
Oh my! No! No! Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick. Oh no! No! Oh my God! No! Oh my God! Oh my God! Well, Matt Reeves was right. You're gonna hate him by the end of this show.
I told you. I am JG Dumbest.
Jesus Christ, dude. I, I'm not going to sleep tonight. That's crazy. That's crazy. I knew it was a possibility, but just seeing it cross the line, I'm sick.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Oh.
what? That's
Oh.
right. I forgot about that storyline. I
Definitely
forgot
gonna
all
be in
about
part.
that. I didn't even think
Definitely gonna
about it.
part 2, man. Part 2.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Fine, I want to know what the letter says.
I know, right? Oh, I can't.
Oh, there
Oh,
we
this
go.
is it. This is it. He got his damn top
Top hat.
hat, but at what cost? Oh my god. Oh.
Got her that penthouse. Window overlooking the city.
Oh man. That is crazy.
That is disgusting.
That is like
That is
I am
obsessively
I am
disgusting.
I am in disbelief right now. Hair too? Oh my lord. Oh my god. That is sick.
Dude, I want
That
to
is
vomit.
actually
I want to
demented.
vomit.
I'm legitimately sick, bro.
They even look alike. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, a little bit from the side,
On
right?
the
Wow.
side, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh, this is terrible. No, I don't. Oh. Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, sick.
Oh my god, this is sick.
Absolutely sick.
Uh-oh. He's back. He's
Hey!
back.
Oh, my lord. Oh, ah, Uh, literally need a minute. My God. Oh man. We unfortunately have to talk about it. I have to relive it.
I was fine until that end.
Oh, oh man. All right, man. Oh, oh, I'm sick. Oh
Mm,
man, Joker 2 made me sick in like the worst way, and this made me sick in also the worst way, but it's also the best way, and it's a whole just range of emotions. My lord.
you know what? If you look at his comment section, these two P brains up here, Bigfoot Entertainment, you're my guy, but you
No, that's
suck.
that's that's a crazy take, bro. This is
Nerd
going
man,
down.
I'm sick of you already.
Oh, I can't wait for Nerdman to see it. But yeah,
This might be the best comic book TV show I've seen.
I'm not gonna make a commitment because I really want to sit on it and just like, think about because the competition right now, is Daredevil. Daredevil's peak. I love Daredevil. Uh, but the Penguin can absolutely be argued as the best comic book show ever made. Um, and I don't want to be too hasty because I love
Yeah,
Daredevil. I just want to like, but this show is an absolute masterpiece. It's not only a masterpiece of a comic book show, but it is a masterpiece of a show. It's one of the best shows of the last like decade more. Like it's it's incredibly layered and complex writing, character work. Yeah, everyone has like an arc, just emotions beating down on you. Um, and it provides um what could be oh man, it's hard. It's hard because you gotta think about all the other comic book villains, and who is the best. But again, you can argue that Oswald Cobb is the best adaptation that we've seen, rivaling Kingpin, Homelander, all that stuff. It's hard. It's hard. But it cannot be denied if you feel this way. Uh, it absolutely is a respectable take because this is just uh, a masterpiece. Um, but I'm just like, dude, I'm like no sleep tonight. Like seriously, it's gonna live in my head rent free. So yeah, I guess let's just get into the episode. Let's talk about it bit by bit. My lord, there's a lot to talk about.
hmm
can't believe it's over, bro. It's been a great 8 weeks. It's been a phenomenal show. I could not be happier and sadder with it. Penguin is at the top at what cost? All right. So the episode opens up with a great scene where, in the last episode, we see young Francis, and we see the same events through the older Francis perspective. And it's just, Oswald Cobb is an incredible character. You see his childhood, you see his commitment, you see what man he intends to be and won't stop at being. And he's telling his mom, he's like, I see you more than anyone. You're the most important thing to me in the world, and I promise you, we are going to get what we deserve. And I need to look up this actress's name because she is phenomenal. She is absolutely phenomenal. Who plays Francis?
Let's see.
Deidre O'Connell. She is, I mean, she's, like I said this since episode 1, bro. She's been a highlight. She has been such an interesting, I guess, like, outlet, an interesting, like, it's interesting to see how she feels about Oz, because it's like, she knows that Oz killed her sons, his brothers. And it wasn't like, if it wasn't malicious, if it wasn't intentional, it'd be different. A mother would still feel pain, but they're still gonna love their child. But like, this is irredeemable. It's like, you did it with malicious intent. You knew what you were doing, and you felt no remorse. And it's like, yeah, I understand why you hate Oz. It's just so interesting because it's like, she birthed the quote unquote devil. She birthed this boy that she's supposed to love, but she just can't. She's like, I hate you, wish you've never been born, wish Rex went through with it. It's like insanity. So we learned some hard truths there. And Oz is like, he cares about his mother, but he's still incredibly selfish and manipulative and so set in his ways. He's so stubborn. He's so him because he's, the mother is going to get her finger chopped off, and he's playing it to the end. He's so committed to this game. He's lost himself to it. Because oh God, we're just gonna keep going through. We're gonna keep going through. Gonna break through. Francis stabbing Oz was something, bro. That was like,
unexpected.
I was like, okay, yeah. I mean, you hate your son. You've confirmed it. So Oz carries his mother out. They escape. Go to the hospital. And Vic and Oz have this conversation, about, Oz is having self-doubt. He's going through a range of emotions because his mother just told him to, like, fuck off, bro. Like, like, you're dead to me. You're not my son. So he's dealing with all that. And Vic is like, he was his family, and he was cheering him, and what he was saying was true. He's like, you did this, you turned the lights on, you are this man of the people that's different than everyone else. And he's like, I like how he's like taking charge, and he's like, I mean, he's fully bought into Oz's manipulation, his methods, and it's sad, but it's also oddly weird to see him take charge. You like that he's like changed into this worse person. It's just so weird. It's so weird how how they make you feel with this show. Sophia is like, you get the house. Of course, a lie, but you get the house.
Mhm.
We need it. We need to get Oz. She doesn't care about ruling Gotham. She doesn't care about any of her material possessions. She's just like, I want Oz to pay, and I want to leave. I want to start a new life. You get that scene in the courthouse. Oz is talking like he's basically setting up his fall guy. He's more manipulation. He's telling the guy, listen, we're gonna set her up, Maroni's. I'm gonna give you this. He's weaving this whole story, and by the end of it, he's like, I'm gonna get what I want, and you're gonna get what you want in terms of you looking good. And I love throughout the show how he's just constantly lying. He's constantly playing this game. He's doing whatever he does to get to the top. Okay, so we passed that scene. Sophia, burning her material possessions, doesn't care about that. Of course, the setup where Sophia thinks she has him, doesn't have him. Vic holding that gun again. I was like, yo, this dude, he's fully owned up to his role. And it's just crazy to see these characters from episode 1 to now. Like, this rewatch is gonna go crazy, bro. Now that you can like binge it and just see it in its completion, it's gonna have like a whole new context, because there are scenes in episode 1 where she's talking about her sons, and at the time we didn't really know what was going on because the show was starting. So just you see Sophia basically pure turned bad, turned evil. You see where she is now, and it's like the character arcs, the character growths are insane. It's insane. They have that moment in the car that I really like, where Oz is like, they appeal to me, I appeal to them, because I was in their shoes. I know what it's like to be like a bottom feeder, to not be recognized when you want to be in that position of power. You want to be respected. Get that fake out with Oz. I think he's going to pull the trigger, or JG, you didn't think he was going to pull the trigger. I was 50-50 on it. I was like, this show lingers on shots. It's like, okay, where are we headed? They give you that added suspense that gives you, you feel a certain way, you think a certain thing, and they flip it on its head. They make you go, oh, this is actually how it's going. But yeah, she's the fall guy. She's been set up. She's back in Arkham. How she didn't like off herself, bro. Like, honestly, like genuinely, like what you're gonna go through that same experience all over again. You see what it's turned you into. You had freedom, and now it's all gone. You're repeating the same cycle. It's like, I don't know, like, how she hasn't offed herself, but she's certainly not. I guess we can jump to that point where Selena Kyle sends her a letter, which I thought was an incredibly cool reference, setting up her part in the Batman Part 2, My Time to Shine Low. She has fallen off as a scooper, but credit to her, because she was the only one who said that Sofia Gigante is going to have a giant or like a major role in the Batman Part 2. That's going to be incredibly interesting, dude. Seeing, I mean, we haven't even seen Batman, bro. I can't wait to see Bruce. Like, my God, they've set such a beautiful story, this horrific story, this incredible world building, that now we can see Bruce thrown into the picture, the main character, and we can see, how he's gonna deal with this. And I can't wait to see him, him and Oz reunite now that he's fully the Penguin. Like, it's gonna be Batman Part 2 cannot get here sooner. So that was very cool. Oz's mother, Frances, is a vegetable. We knew she would get to that point. We thought she was going to die. We thought that,
well,
she's
on a technicality, she is dead, technically, because her brain is gone. It's like, it's nothing there.
True. True.
So we will make that claim, say that we were correct in saying that Francis dies.
Yes, in a way, we could say that. Um, I mean, her portrayal of her condition is just like it's so real. It's so heartbreaking. Um, it's just sad to see that decline. To see, the mother that you once knew turned into that. That is just like that. That's heartbreaking. It really is. And uh, Deidre O'Connell did a phenomenal job. Emmy nominations all across the board, man. We need him. We need him. So yes, she's a vegetable. Oz is like, speaking of Emmys, Colin Farrell better win, bro, because he's finally done it. He's reached the top. He did everything that he said he was going to do for his mother, and she's not present. She's not there to witness it. All of it was basically for nothing. In that regard, and he's just crying. He's like, please tell me, I need your love. I need your approval. I've needed it, since the beginning. I need it. And she's not there to offer it. It's, and then unfortunately we reach this scene that we have on the screen here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't felt this sick in a while. It's genius. It's terrible. It's like a whole range of emotions. Oz is drinking. He's drunk, which is interesting because, when you're drunk, you're obviously not fully present. So, maybe in the Batman Part 2, we actually see him like regret his decision or actually feel remorse. I know that's hard to believe because he doesn't even feel remorse for his own brothers. Even talking it out right now, it's like, that's hard to believe that he would actually like think about Vic. He's like, yeah, I miss that guy, because he's not that guy. But it's just interesting to think about. Like, he was under the influence. He was drinking a lot. If he was fully present, if he wasn't drinking, how differently would the situation have gone? But Vic is, he's pouring his heart out to him. He's like, thank you for taking a chance on me. Thank you for making me something greater. Thank you for being my family when I didn't have any. And I was like, yeah, man. As Oz was saying, Oz and Vic, they're going to know our names. Bullshit. Like, I was liking the scene, right? And then, as I said, the scene lingers. Something's wrong.
We're both like, we don't like this right now.
We knew something was off. Where he's like slowly nodding. You could tell that he's thinking about something else. And yeah, I mean, for him to be, I'm mad at it, and I'm not mad at it because I want Oz to be the Penguin at what cost. It's just, it was heartbreaking to see. He's just a kid. He's what, a teenager, late teenager. I hate Oz, and I love Oz because he's the Penguin, but I hate him. It's a very Sopranos moment.
Facts.
It's very, very. Or any like Scorsese film, just mob related. It's insane. Yeah. Colin Farrell is brilliant because I love him and I hate him and I hate him and I love him, and I can't believe it. You've been saying that Vic is gonna die.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hopefully not. I knew it was a possibility, but I had hope that this villain wasn't going to go, or wasn't even hope. It was just like, I'm want to root for this character, and I want him to be like that kind of sympathetic, like you understand where he's coming from, and you still do, but it's like, no, he's a full villain, bro. He's irredeemable. And there was humanity there, and it's so layered and it's so complex. It's just like, I'm still in disbelief. I haven't been sick like that in a while. It's just very sad. He chucks the ID in the river. He has no remorse. It's terrible. So we talked about the letter. That was great. And then, we get the top hat. We get, I want the monocle. We still need the monocle, but he has the general outline of the look. He did not keep his promise in terms of ending, his mother. She's a vegetable. She has a tear in her eyes, which kind of I think it leads us to believe maybe she's a little understanding of the situation. Maybe a little bit of old Francis is still within that and she sees, or it's just I'm in pain. I don't want to live this anymore. It's borderline ambiguous, which I think is pretty genius. He didn't go through with it. His need for approval, his need for love, for acceptance. It's pretty weird, because then we get to the next scene, and Eve is dressed up exactly like his mother. The hair, everything, even as we said from the side profile. It's sick. It's demented. It's like mommy-ish. It's like this character.
Norman Bates, like crazy, insane.
Little bit, yeah. A little bit. Not even a little bit, a lot of bit.
Yeah.
It's like he's so far gone. He's so irredeemable. It's like he's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But he's fully become the Penguin. He still has his heart, I guess, with his mother. That's going to be interesting where that goes in the sequel. I'll stop rambling after this. The final shot is the bat signal, which left me so hyped. It's like you get this incredible show, this incredible world building, and then they leave you with a reminder: Batman's out there, bro, and Batman's gonna take care of this. He's gonna handle this. It's such a beautiful promise. It's wow, it's a masterpiece. He literally murdered a miner. That is just straight up irredeemable. Oh man.
That makes that what 3 miners he's killed? His brothers and the minor bodies he has. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous.
Oh man, he'll kill anyone, bro, except his mother. Masterpiece of a show.
Hold my beer. Matt Reeves said, "Hold my beer."
Oh man, imagine. I've rambled long enough, JG. Tell me your thoughts. What is up?
First, I'm gonna give a shout out to everyone that acted in this series, because even the small minor roles did a great job on what they did. I mean, Sophia, Francis, Oz, Vic, even freaking Link. He was even decent in it. So I mean, this is, man, a show is only as good as the actors, and woo, hats off. Let's start from the beginning. We see another flashback to where I'm assuming Rush is using this kind of mental thing that he does on patients to get them to remember things. And we see an older Francis kind of in the body of the younger Francis remembering certain situations. And we see that she knows that Oz killed his brothers, and that she planned on having him killed herself, per persuasion from Rex. I get to the club, whatever, they go out, and as we can see, it was that point where Frances changed her mind. So I'm pretty sure that Frances loved Oz, but just that anger took over towards the end of that scene.
Heat of the moment.
Heat of the moment type of thing. She's already on the verge of freaking mentally leaving. And so you add on what Rush is doing to her, all that memories and stuff, and it's just everything's just climax, and it's just I hate you. I always have hated you. Like, ooh, that's in chills. Let me go back a little bit. One question I asked was, does Oz know that she knows that he did it? And we find out that no, he didn't. And even then, he was still denying. Even she said, you were gonna let him cut off her finger. Like, this dude is crazy. He would rather his mother have her finger cut off than admit that he did what he did. He is insane. But we remember a few episodes back when she was praising Vic, how quick he cut him off. Like, no, like he wants that attention. I believe I said, hey, he gets jealous if she gets her attention to somebody else. And we see that how she's talking about his brothers, how much she loved them, but really couldn't stand Oz. Like, he was always an issue health wise. You always had to look after him, and it was just, and it could be because of his father. Maybe she hated his father, so she put all that on him. That's a possibility when we see that in reality. But let's see. It was dude, there's so much to unpack in this episode. It was so good. Trying to remember. Dude, I just had a blank.
I know,
this
man.
episode was so good. Okay, Sophia goes back to her mansion and talking to the same guys that Penguin talked to a couple episodes before, and basically gives them the same deal. Like, hey, you can have all this. And we both know Sophia is not giving anybody anything, right? Both her and Oz use people as a means to whatever end that they need to use them for. We see Penguin, like, I love villains like Penguin, the way Matt Reeves writes him, because these are type of villains where we need to see a Batman do detective work to defeat them. It's not just I'm gonna run in there with gadgets, gun, or whatever, blazing, beating up goons. No, you need to do some detective work to fight these guys. Oz, man, the writing is so brilliant. How quickly he can flip a situation. He goes down with a city hall and all of a sudden uses whatever Sophia Screw was to his advantage. Hey, if you look down in the rubble, you see Maroni's body. You'll see the explosion from the Jeep, that Sophia's car. You'll see all that. And he made it sound so, even the guy knew that, hey, dude, I know you're lying, but hey, you need me, I need you. We can make this work. Right? And we get to the point where, of course, I said, oh, I know what's going to happen. He's not going to kill her. Because the groundwork is already set up for Oz to put everything on Sophia. Maroni's, they're gone. So who's going to question that? Sophia's still alive. Someone has to go to prison. He played it perfectly. Man. And I was right. I said by the end of the season, Vic and Francis are going to go. Because in order for Oz to become the Penguin that we know, they both have to go. Because they both were the only good thing that kept him kind of level. And to become the Kingpin, you can't be in the middle. You have to be like ruthless, just freaking evil. People have to fear you. He says respect. No, he was a joke to everybody. Now people will fear him because he will take anyone out. We see what he does with Vic. Puts his arm around him. And we're both like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. Chokes him out. And I said, Vic's going to die. It's going to be by his hands. I knew it. JG Thomas, everybody. So sad, man. So sad. Then I know I'm skipping a lot of stuff because there was so much unpack. Sophia, no, getting a letter from Selena Kyle, and I forgot all about that fact that they were half siblings. Forgot all about that. So maybe Batman 2, Selena's trying to get her out. Who knows? And in this whole episode, I kept saying to myself, Vic should have got on that freaking bus and left. Right? I'm saying, Sophia,
God.
you had a chance to leave and you stayed. You could have been gone and out of the picture. Dude, this and in the end, the ending. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking about this. You have her wear your. I don't even know if that's. I think that was his mother's dress. I don't even know if that was a new one.
It kind of looked like it.
Whatever the case, you got the same dress, same hair, and even on the side, we both said that they kind of look like each other.
It's weird.
That is
so
freaking
weird.
Tell me you love me. Like, dude, you are freaking Norman Bates of Gotham. You are freaking
Weird.
evil and sick, and I love it. I love it because these are the villains that we need. These are the villains that we need. And even Batman, in a sense, is kind of sick and twisted, right? In a sense. And so we get to the end, and you see the bat signal, which kind of goes into what I mentioned a few episodes before, where this ties into No Man's Land. Batman's gone, thinking he failed Gotham, which he kind of did. Now he comes back to Gotham some months later, and it kind of fits around the time, like 6 month time scale, which I'm assuming this kind of takes place. He comes back. Gotham is run by the Kingpin Penguin and other different sects within Gotham. Who is going to be the main villain? I am so curious. It was a great setup for Batman Part 2. I cannot freaking wait. And now I mentioned earlier about all the actors throughout the whole season. The one that played Magpie, dude, if you want to put a Harley Quinn in a Fantastical Batman, get her. Because she was literally the animated Batman animated series Harley Quinn. Literally. It's just so much unpacking. I have to watch it again. I don't want to because of the end.
I don't want to.
Maybe I'll watch it all the way to that point. Oh, my stomach's freaking hurting right now. And it's just the fact that, yeah, you kept your promise as far as putting her in the penthouse, which overlooks the city. But I think that's more so what he wanted, so he can prove that he is somebody special. Because what she really wanted, in the end, if my mind goes before my body, kill me. And that tear that comes down her face, I can only think that you are literally torturing your mother. And I get it. You know, that's your mom. You don't want to say goodbye. I get it. I've been there. I understand. But dude, let her go all the way. So let her go. Oh God, Oz, you are freaking Matt Reeves. You are sick, and I love you for it. Oz, you are sick, and I love you for it. I can't think of anything. It's something that's gonna come to me later. I just can't think of anything right now.
It's man, like it's. I mean, my big mouth was like, we need to stop with these anti-heroes. We need actual villains. Well, I got what I wanted.
You got the villain.
There's a knife in my chest, right?
But you know what, bro? This is a good way to where you because we both kind of felt sorry for Oz early on.
Oh yeah.
Then we see who he really was. It's like, dude, someone killed this guy. This guy does not need to live. He's not worth the air that keeps him alive. You kill your brothers. You kill Vic, even though I knew he was gonna die. I want him to die just so I was right. But you kill Vic, who was literally by your side. He said himself, dude, you've been there from the beginning. He was there from the beginning. He could have left and been gone and free, but he wouldn't deal what you needed him to do was get guys to come help you. But part of me is also thinking, dude, Vic's been there from the beginning. He's getting smarter and smarter every episode.
Mm-hmm.
He can be your competition because on his own, he thought about getting Link on his own. Usually Oz kind of tells him what to do.
No, but that requires self thought. That's not
Yeah.
like it's just like, oh, it works and is so terrible on so many levels because again, he was getting smarter and smarter. He owned up to that persona, pulling that gun like nobody's business.
Mhm.
He was he bought into the manipulation, but it's also like, Oz is saying it himself. He's like, you've seen me at my lowest. You know me
Mhm.
as human. And he needs to uphold this idea to the people. He can't look weak. He can't look,
Mhm.
vulnerable. He's got to be the king and he's got to be untouchable. And he's got to take Vic out. Oh my God.
I'm happy you said that because you think about throughout the series, the bodies that he claimed to have taken Maroney. I beat you. I beat you. Dude, he had a heart attack. You didn't do it. But you can't let anybody else know it. Right? Vic is the one that kind of saved your ass. You can't let anybody else know it. Oh my God, dude.
I'm reliving it and I don't want to. It's so just hit. It's slow
I freaking
too.
hate this guy.
It's not a quick
now.
death. It's not like a a gunshot to the head or a slit to the throat. No, it was slowly, just with his hands.
You can hear Vic begging, please, please, like,
Please.
oh God.
It's messed up on so many
Shout out to the guy
levels.
to play Vic, man. He even when he's getting choked out, that acting in it was great. Because I really
Benson
believed he was
Philippe.
getting choked out.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm reliving it. It's awful. Oh, I need Batman to fucking destroy him, bro.
Ladies and
Oh
gentlemen,
man,
Superwise is throwing out the F-bomb, everybody.
that's how you know it's bad, bro. That's how you know. Wow, I'm just disbelief. It's brilliant. It's genius. It's heartbreaking. It's emotional. It's a roller coaster. It's the perfect spinoff. Like, you want an example of the perfect spinoff that works as a world building. It works just on every fundamental level. This is it.
People, I do stress people. I'm with you, dude. But I called it from episode 1. I said Vic's gonna die. He's not gonna make it to Batman Part 2.
It's not good. It's the fucking best. That's what this show
Dude, the
is.
accent was perfect. That was perfect,
Oh
bro.
man, I'm gonna turn into the Penguin. With
Only a
this
New
show,
Yorker
bro.
can do that, man.
Right? Oh man, Batman better circle square combo Penguin for killing Vic. I need that whole Arkham 1, 2, 3 million times. Man, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Because week to week, I was finding the ounce of humanity in him. I was like, he's not too far gone. Well, he's far too gone. He is, but there is, you sympathize with him. You understand. Like, it's just, he's so well rounded. And he had, he had like a heart. He had humanity, but this finale just puts that to rest. It like, he is irredeemable. He's crossed the line. He's killed a minor. He's dancing with his discount mother. It's over. It's over. Whatever sympathy I had for him, whatever humanity I saw in him is gone. He's just a straight villain, and I think it's genius that I hate him and I also love him, and it's a whole range of emotions. This is just incredible. Absolutely insane. Yeah, it was just like, I was like, ah, ah, speechless. Speechless. It's just like you're so messed up. Like,
Dude.
oh man, it's so hard. It's so hard to think about this show. Kind of stretch, but I think by the end of the Batman 2, all the Arkham inmates will be freed, and the Batman 3 will be an Arkham Asylum style movie where Batman has to go after each villain at Arkham. Whether it be
Could be.
DCU, yeah, whether it be DCU or this Batman epic crime saga, I do want to see, like, I don't want to see a straight adaptation, but I want to see like the influence of Arkham Asylum. I want to see the influence of Arkham City. Hell, this Penguin, minus the British accent that he doesn't have, he's basically the Arkham Penguin, and that's what I love. I'm like, this is, I mean, Colin Farrell is just like,
Mm-hmm.
again, like, I can't wait to do like the best comic book casting tournament because we got to find the answer. Because it's like there's so many great comic book castings, but Colin Farrell, he's like he's got to be at least top 10. Like it's so hard because we've had so many perfect castings and all of this stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like he is perfect. He is the Penguin. He is the Arkham Penguin, and it's so incredibly well-rounded. Just he's so versatile. It's like I can praise his performance for hours and hours of how beautiful and tragic and disgusting it is. Like it's like we've said, like this is not Colin Farrell. Every episode I forget this is Colin Farrell. I'm like, no, I
Mm-hmm.
see Oz Cobb. And, shout out to I believe his name's Mike Marino, who did the makeup and the prosthetics. Like top notch. Like I remember going back to the first Batman trailer, we were like, who the hell is that? And then we found out it was Colin Farrell, and it's like, oh my god, like that's insane. He got the W fit at the end. Yeah, he did. I still want to see the monocle. But yeah, he's got his top hat. At what cost though? I wanted the top hat, but I didn't want it like this. The fact he emptied out his wallet. Yeah, we talked about the idea. This dude took his
Yeah.
money.
Yep. It was
Do
like
you
what 100
understand?
and it wasn't even that much money in there, but he took it, took his idea out and threw it in the
Oh,
river.
oh,
Oh
I'm
my
actually
god!
sick. The live chat
Jesus
is not
left his body
helping because
laying
I,
there
I
like he
I
was
probably wouldn't
nothing.
even talked about him taking the money, to be honest. I just like I want to forget it, but now I've been reminded. Yeah, that's like next level, just scummy villainy. I mean, how heartless and cruel and ruthless do you have to be to feel no remorse, to take cash? Like it's brilliant. It's oh god.
You know what pissed me off about this show? And when I say piss, I mean I love it
in the best way.
in the
Yeah.
best way. He kills his brothers, right? Throughout the whole season, every time someone mentions his brothers, don't say that name. Like you kind of start feeling like maybe he's remorseful about it,
Mhm.
right? Maybe he's trying to make things right. No, still did not care. He is one of his, like Francis said, he wanted me all to himself. The writing, oh my god.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna stay in my head for a bit. This is why we need Creature Commandos next month. We need that palate cleanser.
Yeah, because this, oh
Oh
my
my
god.
lord. This is like we need the polar opposite of this. Mr. Freeze would be cool. Yeah.
Do you think he may be a little too fantastical?
It would really depend on
Okay.
just like grounding him like I've been saying, like liquid nitrogen, just like very solidifying it in this universe, which I would entertain. But as we've said, like full trust in Matt Reeves, full trust in Lauren LaFranc. They could do whatever the hell they want, and I will at least entertain it. Oswald Cobb, it's not Cobblepot. I don't even care because the show is peak. When you put the writing, the story, when you honor the craft and you knock it out of the park, it's like you have, free reign. To an extent, because like Joker was amazing, and then we got Joker 2. But Matt Reeves is the difference is Matt Reeves reads comics. That is the key difference right there. Matt Reeves actually names drops comics, like while other directors in the comic book industry are like, yeah, I read the comics. Yeah, which ones? Tell me which ones. Prove to me that you've actually read the source material. Matt Reeves drops names, which I love.
Yeah, and the fact that the Batman was basically the Long Halloween, but did it in his own way.
Yeah, it was like a
This
whole
show is like,
Year One, Ego,
mhm.
Long Halloween. Like, come on.
This right here, No Man's Land. Dude, oh my god. Well, I might take the back. Batman 2 is gonna be probably like No Man's Land with a mixture of other things.
Yeah, I cannot wait to hear his comic influences for that. And we don't even know the villain. Like, once we hear about the villain, we'll know, sort of about the direction they're going in. And we know that, Oz is gonna have, I guess, a sizable role. Like, I just can't wait to see him. Like, it's just crazy to think about the Batman 2022. We had what, 7 to 8 minutes of Penguin Oz in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And we just deep dive, and he exits this show and an entirely different. I don't even want. He's not an entirely different person. He's a worse person. Like, he's just like, he's crossed the line. He went from, having some humanity to absolutely irredeemable. Like, the arc is insane. Nah, the show is a banger. Yeah.
Because when you think about it, Oz and the Batman, he was still learning. He was still an underling. He was learning. Steve Francis said in the show, he's been sitting back watching and learning, watching your every move. That's what it was about. Now he was patient. Now that he saw, okay, this is my chance, he went for it, right? And oh my god, I cannot get these two scenes out of my head right now.
I know, and we got a little bit of news regarding the Batman Part 2 here. Oz definitely ain't going to be the main villain, because he's going to have 5 to 6 scenes in the Batman Part 2. And then Colin Farrell also signed up for another film after that.
Really?
I would assume the Batman Part 3, but we did hear, hell, the Hollywood Reporter reported it, that they were going to be developing a Clayface solo movie in this universe. So villain solo movies. That's also something to consider. But yeah, this just dropped an hour before the Penguin finale. And let's just watch it real quick.
No matter how far away we are from each other, no one will ever break us apart.
What did you see? A clown.
I'm Sir Duncan the Tall.
Last of Us, that's going to be hype.
You can't heal something unless you're brave enough to say it out loud.
So that was it. It was just like a little snippet of footage.
Okay.
But still enough to get me excited.
I just can't wait for the dance intro.
Yeah, it's gonna be a new intro, a new dance. From what we understand, that's gonna be pretty cool. So there was this like soft reboot talk, because obviously events in season 1 are canon, but like overall not canon. This is the first DC Studios live action show. and so it's going to be very interesting to see how they tackle soft reboot elements. Set photos revealed like a mural on the wall, and it had like this inverted Peacemaker outfit, alluding to the soft reboot. So I'm just very excited to learn what are certain differences. Of course, we got Peacemaker in the classic suit. Got Vigilante in his classic suit. We got our first look at Frank Grillo as the live-action Rick Flag Sr., who we're going to first see in Creature Commandos next month. So that's very exciting that we're off the bat getting this DCU connectivity that I've been dying for, that we've been dying for as fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool. And he's seeking revenge. It's going to be very, very interesting. He's killing a guy, slits his throat very casually. I like the drip. I like the drip going on here. Then we get Amelia Harcourt, and she has longer hair, which, you know, the nerd in me is like, oh, okay. So, you know, you see season 1, Amelia had short hair, and in season 2, she has long hair. So this is like a variant, blah, blah, blah. It could honestly just be, oh, she grew out her hair. Like it's very, very simple.
Yeah.
But like, that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, ooh, different look. Okay. What does that mean? So she's looking at Chris here, and what they say, or what he says.
No one will ever break us apart.
No one will ever break us apart. Economist, Vigilante, Amelia, Adebayo, Chris. At the end of season 1, they have gone their separate ways, and so something's bringing them back together. They're celebrating. It's nice to see the gang back together. And I can't wait for this season, man. I just can't wait for it to be incorporated into the DCU. You know, seeing, you know, it's coming out 2025. It's going to come out after Superman. So, you know, just seeing like Peacemaker talk about David Cornsweat Superman, it's going to be a whole trip. It's going to be like, wow, we're finally in this universe.
I know it's going to be fun. I know it's going to be hilarious. John Cena, man, who would have thought the guy who started out in wrestling to become what he is now in the movie scene? And I mean, he's on Prime shows. He's on Max. He's doing big things, man.
He was in
And
The Bear recently. Yeah,
he's everywhere, and he's doing a good job.
he's good. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's good.
I do like him.
So I mean, testament to him, man. Keep pushing, doing his thing. And Peacemaker, I love season 1. I was skeptical of it because I'm like, Peacemaker, because I didn't know anything about him. And even at the Suicide Squad, I'm like, okay, he's funny, but I want to see a whole solo series with him. Dude, beginning to end, I loved it.
The final thoughts on the Penguin. Oh man, I'm just like a broken record with the show. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's the Penguin is phenomenal. It's one of, if not the best comic book show ever made. If you argue it, totally understandable and valid. Top to bottom, this is what a spinoff should be. The world building is excellent. You're getting that extra, you know, that extra content, that side quest, this expansion of the world, and it worked on every level. The character arcs, the character growth, regression, the writing, layered, complex, all of it. The performances, Emmy-worthy, beautiful, amazing, layered. Colin Farrell is not Colin Farrell. He is Oz Cobb. The supporting cast, Sophia Gigante, Francis, Vic, they're all amazing. And you just hate this show and you love this show because it's so well executed, so perfectly executed. And the finale landed, and it's going to be living in my head rent-free for a little while. We need Creature Commandos bad, but the makeup, the prosthetics, the visuals, the cinematography, the soundtrack, the score by Michael Giacchino's son, cannot be understated. You know, he's great. He's following in his father's footsteps. We have another goat. We have another goat on the way. I love that. And I want to see him do more. And Michael Giacchino made a funny joke. He's like, "Am I gonna have to take my son's Penguin theme and incorporate it into the Batman Part 2?" Because I never even thought of that. I was like,
Oh
"Yeah,
wow.
Michael Giacchino is returning for the Batman Part 2, and Penguin has a theme. Like you know, consistency is nice. You should carry it over, and he is going to." So I never even thought of that. I was like, that's some fun father son banter there. Man, oh man, this show is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. JG, final thoughts, man.
You know what? I can't say for certain that this is the greatest live action comic book TV show, but it's up there, at least for right now. Nominations all around, please, for acting, costume design, set design, cinematography. I mean, dude, this show is fun. And I get why some people don't like it. You know, it's not fantastical. It's not a whole lot of action. It's a lot of this is just a great kind of, how can I put it? It's just a well-written show. Right? It's a lot of lines. It's just a lot of elements involved in it. There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of anger. If I could say the best scene, I can't pick one because there's so many great scenes. But the one's probably fresh in my mind that was great and that didn't make me go, "Oh, I hate this guy." I guess it's just so many of them, dude. I guess since we're talking about this episode,
it's gotta be his death. It's gotta be.
Yeah, the death scene. I would say the way he screamed at the nurse, like, "Get the doctor, get the doctor." Dude, because I've been there. So I felt that. And it was just, he did the same exact thing I did. I mean, everybody that showed emotion, you felt it. Sophia, I felt sorry for her. And the one element that's involved in all these, you know, when Penguin goes that monologue about, hey, we are the forgotten, people basically stepped over us, overlooked, made fun of. Sophia technically was in that same boat as well, even though she didn't come from humble beginnings like he did. But one thing they all had in common was they weren't loved, or they didn't feel like they were loved by their parent. And so kind of question if Frances has shown Oz the love that she gave her other two sons, would Oz become the Penguin that we see now? It makes you think. But yeah, great show all around, man. It's even the ones that weren't as good as others were still great. And that's the bad part about it. It's like I can't pick one episode that was just, I can't pick one over the other. Because each one in tandem just worked together. They flowed together. There wasn't, I mean, even the ones that start out slow, there were elements of it that it had to go slow so we can get to this next part where it can make sense. And I compare this to, what's that comedian's name? You know what? It's past my bedtime. I can't think about it anymore.
Honestly,
the one black comedian. I think the famous one, not the short guy, but the tall guy with the bald head.
Dave Chappelle.
There you go. Thank you. Okay, like a Dave Chappelle comedy skit where he starts off with a subject, and by the time he gets to the end, everything flows together and it makes sense. This is what this show did for me. This whole series. You started out one way, ended the other way. We both said Penguin has become Penguin some type of way. And the only way I can think of he can do it is that the ones he loves that keeps him, I want to say we're soft, but keeps him kind of at that bottom level. They have to go for him to rise, become who he needs to be. And we didn't like how it happened, but it had to happen.
Oh man, I just
Matt Reeves. Yeah, hats off to you, bro. As sick as you were that last few minutes with the wearing the mom, oh, that was sick. But yeah, I can't think of anything bad to say about the show.
There's nothing. There's literally nothing. I'm sorry.
If anything is just nitpick of I wish he had the monocle. Other than that, that's just a nitpick that who cares?
Yeah, you could have definitely some nitpicks, but just like it's perfect. There's literally nothing wrong with it. It's so well rounded. Everything is given attention. It recontextualizes things like, you have Sophia, her origins into the person she is now. It's like it's top to bottom. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Mhm.
As perfect as Daredevil is to me. It's just so layered. The layers have layers. It's like they've thought of everything and they've made the show they needed to with it. But that is the stream, guys. My lord, we've been going for damn near
Almost
3
3
hours.
hours. God.
Oh god, and if our longest stream had to be any episode, it obviously had to be the finale. My voice is out of it. I will try and get sleep, but no promises. I can't get Vic's death out of my head. Oh my god. But yeah, phenomenal show. This was week to week was fantastic, and I cannot wait to do it with Creature Commandos, the much needed palate cleanser. And we starting the DCU journey while we're also getting the continuation of the Batverse journey. We're feasting. I love it. I really do. But JG, where can people find you, man?
JG Shaolin Terrific, the undefeated, undisputed final boss of the 36 champs of Shaolin. Why? You can always catch me live Wednesday nights on the OOC via Bigford Entertainment with the host Anzo, aka the Abbot, and the Osiris of the the Spliff King, and the Professor of Gunja, alongside his co-host Roberto, aka Mr. 100, aka No Trouble Did Anything Gonna Be Irie. No woman, no cry. And of course, Friday nights tournaments whenever we decide to do it. Anzo. Saturday, Square One with the host Danny, the man himself, the amazing, the outstanding, the charismatic, always man of the hour. Doctors say he's the illest because he suffers from realness. If you smell what Danny is cooking. And of course, the finale with my brother from another mother. El Príncipe de Nueva York. Super wise. And we got more coming, everybody.
Yes. Man, I just I need rest. I
can't even do my outro right because my head is still like.
No, honestly though, it's oh god. But yeah, love you, JG, my brother.
Love you too, brother.
It's been fun doing this week to week, and Creature Commandos, man, it's gonna be much needed, very fun. The Batman Part 2, baby, here we come.